Hi 4K friends, this is Mrs. Burns. For this week's art lesson, you're going to get a worksheet like this one. And with this worksheet, there are two different types of insects on this worksheet. Can you tell me what this one is? Easy, it's a butterfly. What about this one? Can anyone tell me what this one is? That's right, it's a bumblebee. So on these insects, we're missing something. I didn't add these in here because eventually we're going to be cutting these out. Can anyone tell me what, we can just look at the butterfly, what we're missing on the butterfly? It's located on top of the butterfly's head. Antennas. We're missing antennas and they kind of curve like this on your butterfly. But I didn't add them in there because, again, we're going to be cutting these out. So what we're going to do first is we're going to color these insects in with crayons, and then we're going to cut them out. So let's start with the bumblebee. I want you to follow along with me, and you're going to need a black crayon and a yellow crayon for your bumblebee. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to start with the yellow crayon first. So the first spot that I want you to color is this part right up here where my finger is pointing. And when you're coloring, I want you to try to make little circles and fill in that space so it's nice and solid yellow, filled up with yellow. The little circles that we make it help us to control to stay inside the lines of that little space right there. All right, we're going to skip this white and we're going to move on to this part right here. We're going to color this part yellow. I like to go around the edges first and then fill the middle space in. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this little tiny space at the bottom of our bumblebee. All right, awesome. I'm going to set my yellow down. I'll save it for later. Right now I want you to grab your black, and we're going to fill in the other spots in the middle of our bumblebee. Kind of creates a pattern. So right now it's white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, an A-B pattern. But instead we're going to make it black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow. So I'm going to start at the top. And I'm going to fill in that space nice and solid. Okay. And then I'm going to go to this space right here. Okay, and then this spot right down here. Again, making little circles with my crayon. Okay, very nice. Now you're going to get your yellow again, and we're just going to add, we're going to keep the wings mostly white, but I want you to take your yellow and I want you to make big loop-de-loop lines inside and just fill in, especially the edges, just give it a little yellow tint. It's kind of hard to see on the screen. Just some loop-de-loop lines, little yellow tint on the edges of our bumblebee's wings. Make it look more realistic. All right, good job everybody. Now we're gonna move on to the butterfly. So for the butterfly, I would like you to pick any colors you want. But first, I want you to do this part with me. We're gonna get our black crayon and we are just going to color in the middle, the body of our butterfly first together. And again, using that little circle motion. All right, now, so when you look at the butterfly's wings, you see that this half is the same as this half. They are called symmetrical. So if I cut this guy in half, they would be the same on both sides. So when you're coloring, I want you to try to match it so that your butterfly's wings continue to be the same on both sides. So pick the colors that you want to use. I'm going to start with this dark orange. And anytime you color one side, one section in, I want you to go over to the other side and color in that same section. Your choice of color, but let's try to keep our butterfly symmetrical, the same on both sides. So go ahead and do that. All right, my butterfly is symmetrical, the same on both sides. Okay, if there is time, I would like you to cut your bumblebee and butterfly out. So I'm going to, sorry, I'm going to zoom out. So for cutting, first thing I'd like you to do is cut the space in between your butterfly and your bumblebee so that you have two separate pieces. This will make it a lot easier. When you are cutting, make sure that your thumbs are on top when you're holding your scissors, and when you're holding your paper, your thumb is on top. Try to stay on the yellow line. And you're going to cut around and move your paper around. Your blades of your scissors, for the most part, stay facing forward, away from your body. And what you're doing is, with your other hand that's holding the paper, is just moving. We got a lot of bumps around these two insects. This is good practice for you when you get into kindergarten. Yep, try to stay on the yellow line. Okay, there's my bumblebee. And then once you're done with that, and if there's time, you can do your butterfly. Same thing, thumbs on top. Stay on the yellow line. Blades are facing away from your body. Okay, friends, you can recycle this extra paper. Good job with your cute little butterfly and your cute little bumblebee. See you next time.